Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So tonight we're going over to Brightside Brewing Company, and this is Maverick. Don't know anything about the beer, and to be honest, I'm not sure about the brewery. From Manchester, an area called Radcliffe. One of our longest serving beers. Maverick is an easy drinking, delicious IPA brewed with 100% American hops. Lightly caramelized malts provide the central core to the malt bill, but the American Cascade is the main attraction, bringing bold grapefruit and floral aromas to the beer, which finishes with a clean, refreshing bitterness. So the ABV is, can't bloody read it. It's so dark in here at times. Nope. Get the torch out. It's the only problem with the beer room at times. The light is not natural, and so looking at me, it's a good light because the lights are beaming this way. Me looking at that, it's not so easy. It's the dark. So whereas my eyes probably are going a bit over the years at least. Woo. Okay now. Have a gusher. Eh? Two in one night. Two gushers. Can't beat a good gusher, can you? Hey, whoa. There's people at home thinking, I'd love a gusher. And there's other people thinking, what the hell was a gusher? But in any case, yeah, so there we go. It's a really good carbonation on this. It's looking like a golden pour with a white head. Like I say, don't know anything about the brewery. I got this from a company called Holborn's. They were doing beers relatively cheap at the time, anyway. These days, I think somebody came in and bought a lot of the stock, to be fair, because they did seem to have pallets of stock. And you know, in the world of beer, what you've got to think of, breweries make a lot of bottles of beer. When it comes to near the end of life date, best before at least, and they're panicking and they've got beer they can't get rid of, then they'll sell it on just to get rid. And firms like Holborn's, obviously deal in this. There are other firms, Low Cost, another one. They're a firm that deal in that sort of thing. Um, is what it is. It's money to be made if you can buy them and then sell them and still sell them at a fair price. There's good money to be made. Good profit per bottle, much more than what the supermarkets make. Hence why they do it, and you can understand why they do it. And you know, if someone was offering me a bottle of beer, or I'll give you an example. There's a place, and Liam Rusco and Shane know this because they live near Sutton Ashfield. There's a place called, oh, is it Wright and Sons? And I may have got the wrong name now. And they were selling BrewDog advent calendars before Christmas. It was the previous year's advent calendar for something like 14 quid. 14 bloody quid for 24 BrewDog beers in an advent calendar. So you could still give it away as an advent. I mean, it's BrewDog, their beers are pretty decent at lasting a long time. Mass produced stuff anyway. So what are they buying it at to sell it for? Because if you're buying it for a certain price, you need to make money per case. So what are they making on that? It's a pity that shop. That was a strange noise. It's a pity that shop is not near me because I'd be spending a fortune. So there's a malty nose on this. I'm getting a hint of marmalade, to be fair, on the nose. Does anybody live near this company? It's always interesting to hear from people. This is why the world of beer is such a great world. I may know nothing about this brewery, but there's somebody who lives near it who does, or actually lives in the vicinity of it, who knows a lot more than the rest of us. And by commenting in the comments and saying what you know about this brewery, what you like about their beers, people read comments, so it's always handy to share information where possible. Obviously, a beer reviewer is only a mouthpiece really for the community. Um, if there is a community on your YouTube, sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't on mine. It just seems to come and go at the moment. It's quiet, but I've been quiet as well, relatively at least. Certainly not in social media, but certainly through the live situation. Obviously, it's getting warmer. It's starting to get to the stage where um, it's more palatable to sit down the shed. Maybe not for an hour though. Yeah, certainly getting a bit of marmalade on there. Very going around the mouth quite nicely. Malty. It's an easy drinking beer, that's for sure. 4.8%. Certainly hitting the spot on that side of things. I'm just trying to think what the date is. 21st today. 23rd on Thursday. Ooh. I may well be this week going to buy my imperial grain, the malt and whatever I need to make my imperial stout for my wedding. I'm looking forward to that. And actually brewing a grain imperial stout. I'm also thinking of doing a chocolate mild, and then nearer the time, probably doing. I've got 3 barrels. So I've got to think of either a cream stout or plum porter near the time, or maybe the honey porter. That was freaky. Is that something was on the roof then? Ooh, that was freaky. I don't mind being down the shed, but there's things when you hear noises and stuff, it fucking freaks me out. And it shouldn't really do because someone's got to be brave enough to come in my garden and go on my shed and if they was stood outside and I think it's my reflection I can see in the window, which is a good thing because that was really spooky just then. Oh, gotta be honest, I'm really enjoying this. Drank out of a Joseph Holt glass, and if memory serves me correctly, Joseph Holt of Manchester as well. So I think anyway. I'm sure the bloody are. Got me wondering there. Yes, Manchester. Yeah, so Manchester beer in a Manchester glass. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's funny how you pick a random glass, not really taking much notice to do a beer review. Obviously, I've got quite a few glasses in my collection. And surprisingly, I do use quite a lot. I've actually got a green tray down here now for glasses to go up the house to get washed in the dishwasher. No more washing bloody glasses by hand. Because you do beer reviews and the glasses look manky because they haven't had a proper wash, in proper liquids and stuff. Um, so I'm getting there. I'm learning. And I ain't smashed a single glass yet, so that's good. And to be fair, most commercial glasses that you buy are the same glasses they use in their pubs and tap rooms. So they are thick enough. We had some Blue Monkey ones once, 4 of them, and they were so pissy light that my dishwasher took 4 of them out, and that stopped me from doing it. But now it's much easier to put them in this little green thing once a week or twice a week. Take them up to the house, bang them in the dishwasher, and I've glasses that have really been given a good clean, sterilised, and are better for beer reviews. So, in the grand scheme of things, a much better way of going off. So really, I'm enjoying this beer. I would say there's a slight haze to it, but it's nice. It's a nice modern traditional for me. Obviously not a craft beer, but yeah, it's going down well. And yes, some lower ABV beers, and basically on the beer wall, that's all I've got left. So it's from now till the end of until it's all gone and done and dusted. There's going to be a lot of lower ABVs, but hey ho. I've had some amazing beers, and I suppose in the grand scheme of things, a little bit less is probably a good thing in that respect. I mean, I've got my homebrew to bump things up should I need to. And tonight, like I said in the last review, hopefully I'll put these reviews on in order. It's getting to the stage where I'm getting that many reviews in hand that I'm days behind now on reviews, and they're all getting higgledy-piggledy. And that's not really how I like to do my reviews. For people who just come for the review of the beer and know nothing else, it doesn't really matter. But for others who come for a bit of culture and a bit of personality, the story can be a bit different. And so he says this, then it's that. What's he on about? So and that was bad. So that side of things. Gotta be honest. And yet again, a trad beer just hits the spot nicely. It's amazing how traditional beers, when you need something that's just to hit the spot, a trad beer can do that, whereas craft beers don't. And I've had this so many times where I just need some, and sometimes even a lager will do the. And then we all think about what we've spent on that beer as well, which also comes into the equation. So, Maverick, I like this beer. It's a lovely beer. I got marmalade. Yeah, it was a little bit lively, shall we say. But it came out in the end 4.8. Certainly lived up to that 4.8%. And yeah, appreciated the beer. Nice, very nice, modern traditional beer. For me, good 4.3 out of 5. And yeah, really appreciated that one. And now I'm going to go up the house. I'm going to go to bed, watch some bloody TV. Try not to fall asleep too quick and get moaned at for falling asleep too quick. Although I have done a full day at work and I've come home and stripped the bedroom, so you think it won't matter, but hey, we all have a partner. Cheers.